watching it, and you found out you guys were playing Alabama.
I was actually sleeping. One of the guys I live with came in our room. He was like, "We got Alabama." So I was like half asleep when he told me. But then when I finally fully woke up, I was pretty excited.
Yeah. Were you surprised you guys were playing Alabama? There were some folks that thought maybe you guys would head to Glendale, but you're going to Atlanta.
No, I mean, I wasn't that surprised. I kind of figured that's what they would do.
Yeah. How much tape have you watched on these guys? Coach Pete talked last week about how you guys haven't watched a lot yet, and it's on the coaches so far. But to this point, how much tape have you guys seen?
A lot.
Yeah.
I mean, we have, we just had finals last week. And so really we didn't have too much football, so it was just we were either studying or watching film. That was pretty much it last week.
Yeah, and then just to be able to prepare for the next 2 weeks for one game and really a month overall.
Yeah.
Talk about that, about kind of how much effort goes into something like this.
It's big. I mean, it's big just getting your body right, and then obviously there's a lot of time to fine-tune different things that's been going wrong the whole season, and then get a lot of time to game plan, and so it's good to have that much time off before game.
It's hard to say that there's a lot going wrong. You guys win the conference, #1 in scoring offense, #1 in scoring defense, but from your perspective, what is out there that you want to fine-tune before this game?
Really, I mean, there's a lot of stuff we need to work on, I think. We have done a lot of good things, but I still think there's certain parts of the offense that we can definitely get better on.
Is there an example of that you feel comfortable sharing?
Not really, to be honest. There's consistency. There's times where we will have a little bit of a cold streak maybe, and then it takes someone to make a big play for us to get going. So really just kind of staying in the groove of things.
What was going on with the passing game against Colorado, and what do you see from Alabama on tape as far as the challenge that will be there to get that passing game going against these guys?
Yeah. Against Colorado, I don't really have an answer for that. I think they had some good players. The running game was working, so I think we didn't really need to force the passing game too much. Alabama has really good players too, and so we'll see what they have in the game plan. For us, we'll see what we have in the game plan, and then really just go from there.
Dante, how satisfying has this year been for you, considering what you guys have been through the last couple of years to now get to this point?
I wouldn't say it's satisfying yet. There's still a few more games we'd like to win, but it is good coming from where we were last year to being in the college football playoffs.
Was there a point in time where you kind of felt like, hey, this team's got a shot to be really good this year?
Yeah.
When was that?
Like January last year in our off-season workouts. Everyone, we came to the workouts at 6 o'clock in the morning, all fired up and stuff. And they were hard workouts too. And so I was like, I mean, if we're ready to work like this at 6 o'clock in the morning, it says a lot about us.
Dante, what's your favorite John Ross highlight this year?
This year, probably the first kickoff return. Yeah.
They took back for a touchdown, right?
Yeah.
So what makes him a good kick returner, do you think?
You can't tackle him. It's like you'll think you have him bottled up, and all of a sudden he's at the other side. He has such good vision. He doesn't really worry about the one guy that's coming full speed at him. He's looking at the end zone. He's thinking, okay, how do I get to the end zone? He's not really thinking, how do I make this guy miss? He's like, how do I score it now?
Do you think that